Hello and welcome. My name is Alex, and I'm a specialist in how AI is changing modern hotel operations. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We're here to support your professional growth in this incredible industry. So, let's dive right in.
Let's kick things off with a question that really gets to the very heart of the guest experience. We've all been there, right? You check into a room and it's perfect. The next time, in the same hotel, maybe not so much. So why does that happen? How do we make sure every single room meets that same high standard every single time? This, right here, is the puzzle of consistency.
And this puzzle really gets to the heart of what we call the consistency challenge. It's that sometimes frustrating gap between the amazing experience a brand promises on its website and the reality a guest actually finds when they open their door.
So what's causing this gap? Well, it usually boils down to some very human factors. Just think about it. You've got a housekeeper who's been there for 10 years versus someone on their first week. Or think about the pressure to turn over rooms on a crazy busy checkout day. These little things, these small variations, might not seem like a big deal, but believe me, they add up, and they have a direct line to guest satisfaction.
For the longest time, quality control has been, pretty subjective. What one supervisor calls perfectly clean might be what another calls needs a touch-up. The big shift we're seeing now is moving away from that system of just assuming things are right to one built on standards you can actually measure and define. The whole goal is to take all of that guesswork out of the equation.
And that, right there, is where AI comes into the picture. Now, this isn't about replacing people, not at all. It's about empowering our teams with tools that can turn quality control from a subjective art form into a precise, data-driven science.
Okay, so AI-driven standardization. It sounds like a bit of a mouthful, right? But what does it actually mean in the real world? It's pretty simple, really. It's about using a structured system, powered by data, to get rid of all the ambiguity in quality checks. It creates a process that's measurable and, this is the key part, repeatable. Day in, day out, no matter who's on shift.
And I want to be clear, this isn't just some passing trend. This is a fundamental part of modern hotel management. In fact, this exact concept is a core part of the operational management course right here at Europe Hotel School. That alone should tell you just how critical this knowledge is going to be for your careers.
All right, so let's pull back the curtain and look at how this stuff actually works on the ground. How does all this tech really lead to a perfect room for a guest? And we're not talking about theory here. There are real-world platforms being used in some of the world's top hotels right now. Companies like FlexKeeping or Hot Sauce, they're the ones leading this charge. They're replacing those old paper checklists with smart, dynamic systems that just run on a simple tablet or a phone. So picture this. An inspector grabs her tablet and launches a digital checklist. The app then walks them through every single point, step by step, making sure nothing gets missed. And at the very end, boom, it generates an instant objective score. The whole process is standardized. It doesn't matter if it's your most experienced manager or someone new doing the inspection. But here's where it gets really, really cool. These checklists are adaptive. The AI actually learns over time. So for instance, if the system notices that limescale on shower heads is a recurring problem on the third floor, it will automatically flag that for the next inspector. It'll say, hey, pay extra attention to this specific thing in these specific rooms. It makes the whole process so much smarter, not just a little bit faster. So yeah, we get cleaner, more consistent rooms. But the impact is so much bigger than that. This data-driven way of working has a huge effect on the entire operation, from how guests see you all the way to how your staff grows and develops. And the numbers? Oh, the numbers don't lie. Look at this. Hotels using the old ways might hit a consistency score around 75%, which, isn't terrible. But with AI-supported inspections, that number can skyrocket to 95% or even higher. I mean, come on, that is a massive, massive leap in quality. And what's just as important is the effect this has on your team. This isn't a gotcha system designed to catch people making mistakes. It's about creating total clarity. When the standards are crystal clear and the feedback is specific, you build a culture of learning. Your team knows exactly what's expected of them, and they have the information they need to hit that mark every time. So let's just quickly recap the big wins here. The feedback you give your staff is targeted and actually helpful. Your brand standards stop being just words in a dusty manual. They become real, living things. All of this drives operational excellence. And maybe most importantly, it helps your staff develop their skills way faster, making them better professionals.
Okay, so let's bring all of this back to you. Because as the next generation of leaders in this industry, understanding this shift, well, it's not really optional anymore. It's absolutely essential.
The future of managing a hotel isn't just about great service. It's about great service that's powered by intelligent data. Honestly, your ability to get comfortable with these tools, to look at the data they give you, and to use those insights to make smart decisions, that is what's going to set you apart and define your success as a leader.
So as you continue on with your studies, I'm going to leave you with one final question to think about. It's not enough anymore to just aim for excellence. You have to be able to define it, to measure it, and to repeat it consistently. The big question for you is, how are you going to use data to do that? Thank you.